Welcome to Does This Work? Hosted by Jared Herft. Let's find out, does this work?
We'll start now. Welcome! Welcome back to Does This Work?
Yeah.
I'm here with Darren Dobbin.
Hi. We'll just cut that bit out, please.
Just hit me real hard. Just
Oh my god. Yeah, it feels.
Yeah.
This is what it must feel like to be on the casting couch. Like I literally feel like it might.
In my
get
experience,
into it,
yes.
you know,
Yeah.
Oh, in your experience.
But yeah, well, not with the casting, with the auditioning.
Yeah.
Yeah. So thanks for coming, bro. Did you have to come out of your way?
Having me. Yeah, well, I'm in Scarborough, so everything's like
okay.
half an hour anyway. isn't it?
Everything
So,
in Perth is half an hour.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, my wife is big. My wife is big with that. She's like one of those everywhere is 20 minutes kind of.
Oh yeah, big time.
So we'll pop to Fremantle. Oh, it's 20 minutes.
Everything.
Mate. Come on.
Yeah, we moved here and we didn't have a car at first, and
Oh,
yeah, man, you need a car for it here, don't you? Everything's.
Yeah. Well, everything's. I mean, depending on where you live, like from the city, everything's 20 minutes from the city.
Yeah.
You know, within reason. Within reason. It's like 20, 25 minutes from the city. Yeah, all the time. But it's weird. I'm a bit further away from where I was. But some places, it's the same distance when I drive. To gigs, it's like I'm going down a back road instead or something.
Yeah. But unless you're gigging or anything like that, and we just kind of kick about Scarborough, you've kind of, once you're in your wee pocket here, I think you're just kind of like, oh, this is
Yeah, I'm a big
cozy.
suburb guy.
Yeah.
I'm not.
Big on the suburbs.
Yeah, I'm big in the burbs. I couldn't live in a city in Perth City anyway. I could live in a big city. I could live in New York or somewhere, but Perth City not so much.
We lived in Manchester. I'm obviously from Glasgow, and she's from Brighton, so we met in Manchester. And I wouldn't say it's not as big as London, but it's like you're getting that kind of mix of city life. So when we moved here, you kind of want to get a bit of the kind of coastal living. So
Yeah, and how long ago did you move here? It's been
I think about 18 months. So November, December 24.
Yeah.
Yeah, so about 18 months, I think.
Yeah. See, I'm like, because I grew up, you're born and raised somewhere,
Yeah.
and you think, why would someone move
Mate.
from somewhere beautiful like that to
Yeah.
here? But I understand, before people come at me, Perth is beautiful. It's gorgeous,
Unreal,
whatever.
yeah.
But also the grass is always greener. I'm like, oh man,
Yeah.
I'd love to live in Scotland. I'd
Yeah,
love
it's
to live
crazy.
in
It's
Ireland.
crazy
I'd love to live in-
when you meet Australians and it's like they've chose to go and live in London in a shoebox and pay like thousands a week. But I get it's for like something
It's the experience.
completely opposite
Yeah, exactly.
to what you're used to, isn't it? So,
Yeah.
but yeah, now we're living it. Honestly, I
So
think.
what- Here you go.
No. I think so when we got here, everything kind of fell into place. So we've managed to get somewhere that's like 5-10 minutes from the beach.
Yeah.
Chilled. We got a kind of house to ourselves and whatnot. So far, there's not been any kind of bumps in the road.
Yeah, that's right.
So you're kind of getting that kind of experience that you thought you were going to come and get, you know. Whereas I think when we were looking at houses, we were getting offered like a shoebox on like Hay Street in the city,
Yeah.
and I'm like, see if you took that, would you have enjoyed it as much?
Yeah.
You know. So I think definitely got lucky.
Yeah. And what? How did you decide to move over here?
I'd always kind of fancied it. So before I moved to Manchester, I think I was kind of fancying it, and then just the job I do, it was easier kind of to get better work down there. So probably just shat it, shat the bed, as we would say in Scotland, and moved there. But it worked out, met her, and then she was just waiting to graduate so that she could move to Australia.
Yeah, cool.
So just like kind of fell into place.
Yeah, great.
Which is like a love story. It's like a novel, isn't it? But it's the truth. And then, so we were waiting for her to graduate. Done a bit of travelling, did an old kind of Bali, Sydney, but yeah, man, Perth, just perfect. Maybe like 10 years ago, Sydney would have been good when you're living it up and whatnot. But I think just at this stage of life, we're fucking. It's exactly what we're after.
I often wonder why people, when they migrate to other countries, like why they settle on specific cities in those countries. Like I asked my parents a while ago, but I think I asked him once. I was like, "Why did you decide on Perth?" And he was like, "I don't know."
Yeah.
Why not?
It's weird, isn't it? See, when you get a pull for a place, it's just like I don't even know how to explain it. But and like even if it's maybe a few years and then you try somewhere else, like everything's just kind of going good. So you don't want to jinx it too much.
Well, does it kind of feel like you're on holiday at the beginning and then you kind of like now you're living on a holiday, or
I was saying to you in there, like once you come over and realise, so the visa we came over is like a holiday visa, so it's really tailored for working in construction or
Yeah.
working in hospitality, and I'm a finance guy, so
Yeah.
I had never done either. So it's a nightmare trying to actually get decent, consistent work
Yeah.
as an immigrant.
Yeah.
Would you believe it?
Yeah.
So I've done like a year and a half of just, as I was saying in there, like labouring, and it's 35-degree heat,
Yeah.
and you're just doing the worst jobs,
Yeah.
like, and also travelling an hour to
Yeah.
sometimes then getting a half day and things. So it's
Yeah.
like all those little things you start to think, God, have I made the right choice and stuff like that, you know? But the good thing is kind of falling into comedy. It's kind of kept me ticking away the past year. And
Yeah, that's great.
having
Having something to
do on the
focus
side,
on.
yeah,
Did you do
about
it back
time.
home?
Nah.
So it's all fresh 18 months ago.
Yeah, well, I think
That's great.
just asked me when I started. So when I moved over, I started working in the comedy lounge.
Oh,
So
no way.
I was in there pulling pints.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Get sacked.
Did you?
After like 2 months. Nah, I was.
Can't understand the fucking word this guy's saying. Let's get rid of him. Just
Are
kidding.
you understanding me? Okay.
Yeah, I'm fine.
Yeah, okay. So yeah, I was doing that, and
So ask me that again.
Do you understand
Yeah.
me? Okay.
About 7.
Yeah. That's what we're aiming for. So yeah, I moved over and I was doing that, but I was doing the labouring and things kind of midweek, and then I was doing that at the weekend to top up money. So it wasn't going to be forever. And then I think when she started taking, like, they need you Thursday, Friday, Saturday, don't they really? See, once you start taking Fridays and Saturdays off, you know you're sitting there. So, but the good thing is, I had tried stand up when I was 18.
Oh,
Me
great.
and my friend Drew. I think you know that way you're drinking and you're like, I
Yeah,
fucking
yeah.
really fancy trying that, you know.
Yeah.
So in Edinburgh Fringe, they do a workshop. I wish I could remember who it was that took it, but I can't remember anything.
Yeah.
So there's no like takeaways. I can kind of think,
Yeah.
oh, do you know what? But I'm not drinking. I can remember them saying that. So we tried that and it didn't go too bad. I've got a video of it somewhere, and then I don't know. You just kind of fall into doing work and things like that. So when we moved over here, and then I get a job in, like, I've always went to comedy, and you know what I mean. It's always kind of. Glasgow's got a good comedy scene. Manchester's got a good one, so you're kind of right in the middle of it anyway. So when I moved over here, I can't remember if I'd went to the comedy lounge, but when you're kind of into that stuff anyway, I was like, I'll phone them, and that would be a good wee job to get. And then started in there, and then it kind of starts in your head, doesn't it? You're like,
I could do this.
Yeah.
Well, you're seeing so many people do well, but you're also seeing a lot of people
yeah.
crash and burn, and you're like, oh, I could do better than that.
Yeah,
you know,
well, it's
probably-
kind of a bit of both, isn't it? And then I think I started in where the Fringe was on,
Yeah.
or maybe just before. So you're getting like so many.
Yeah.
There's good Scottish people through.
Yeah.
Ian Pringle,
Ian Pringle,
who is here and
Jill.
whatnot, and then I don't know. You don't think sometimes you're waiting for the approval? You're waiting for someone to tell you that you should try that.
Yeah.
You know. So I think it was in my head to try it anyway, and then went to see Connor Burns in the Rechabite in May. And this is going to sound dead cheesy, but like right at the end, so this is already in my head, and right at the end, he was like, "God, like a few years ago, I couldn't have dreamed of playing somewhere like this.
Yeah.
So if you fancy something, give it a try, man.
Yeah,
Let's see what
yeah.
we've got to lose." And you know that way you're sitting in the crowd, and you're like, "I can't speak to
Yeah.
me.
Yeah.
This is about me."
Yeah. Just like
Yeah.
spotlight. 'cause-
So,
yeah, that's great.
signed up for a gong show in June, and because I already knew Josh and things like that. So also at the beginning you don't really know, right, how do I even get a spot.
Yeah.
And I know people there, so done that. I can't remember if I just committed the first time, or maybe made all the excuse. I'll push it back.
Yeah,
and then,
you just gotta get up.
didn't go too bad. I wish I could remember,
You
but
got through?
I think I get through. But you know that way it's like when they introduce you, it's like, this guy's new.
Yeah, he's
like,
brand new. Let's
yeah,
make him feel
please,
welcome.
like,
Yeah.
this guy. But it didn't go too bad.
Yeah.
And then it's like, it's funny, isn't it? Because you've got a joke, and then slowly it just changes, but the idea is the same, isn't it?
Yeah.
So there's one of the jokes that's kind of the same, and it's like the sucking dick for cheese.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah.
seen it? But like, I started off like, so it was like, I was at a petrol station,
Yeah.
it was petrol, and then you change
Ah,
it to,
yeah,
you know, and
yeah.
it's funny how, like, maybe they had a bit of an idea there,
It
but
evolves.
you just have to change it
Yeah.
and make it easier to understand and things.
Well, and then after some experience, you can go back and look at those early jokes and just
Exactly, yeah.
re-tag them and what
Yeah.
about actually this would work even better. So you have this
Yeah.
whole fresh perspective. I don't think that's why jobs are never. Jokes are never really done.
Yeah.
Like, they can be finished and polished. I mean, look, Seinfeld's book up there has got every single one of his jokes written down as he says it, with his cadence and everything. It's written, and it's almost too perfect in the sense that when you hear him doing on stage, you know that it's written.
Yeah.
You know, you can hear it. You can hear every syllable written to its specificity for that deliverance. But I think it's just never really done. Like, he can probably go back and find it. Like, he's the master of it, whatever. But he probably himself will look back on those jokes and go, "Oh, actually, I could change it and be this." At some point, you do have to put it aside and go, trust that.
Not the delusion, but you're like, I've definitely got something here, you know? Isn't it? It's like no one else understands, and you're kind of like, I swear this is funny. But yeah, I'm still, I've only been doing it less than a year, so I'm still at that stage where I do believe that. I'm like, I've not gave up on bits.
Well, you got some pretty good feedback in such a short amount of time. I had similar feedback as well.
Yeah.
And, you know, my problem is, and I think just my problem, but I think most new comics, most comics in general, right, especially new, is that you work so hard to find these nuggets of gold that make people laugh, that it takes, let's say you got a 5-minute spot, you've got 5 minutes worth of jokes, you're trying to build 5 minutes, 30 seconds of that gets a laugh when you start out, right? Something shit like that. And then it takes, I don't know, 20, 30, 5-minute spots to get a good 5 minutes. And then you go, perfect. Yeah. And then you can take your foot off the gas a bit. Yeah. And you got this nice cushion of I can always just do this. And then you stop trying. Yeah. Not stop trying, but you're not as fervent about it. You're not as passionate about it. I was just telling my wife today, when I started, I was doing pretty well off the bat. I was consuming comedy all the time. I was listening to podcasts. I was writing. I was, reading books. I had never stopped. And then I got a good amount of minutes, and then I was like,
nah, I get that. Yeah. I think I've kind of maybe got a good 7, maybe more, but I know what you mean. Like, I think I got maybe 5 together just before the Fringe, 5, 7 kind of thing. So then you're kind of committed to it, aren't you? Like, all right, cool. And then you're down spots here and there. And then after it, there was a few competitions. So you kind of feel like you're like, I really want to scrap this now. But you're kind of... You
can't. You just got to keep doing it. So people, like Lockie's still doing the same stuff after taking out that comp. It's everyone does. I mean, unless you're putting it out on Netflix, there's no point to drop it.
Yeah, it's just trying to find the time. Yeah. Just now, and everyone always makes excuses, but when you've just started a job and it's like trying to kind of just devote the time to sit and just fucking do it, But like they say that most writing is like thinking, right? So you just like, if you're and it's just having that part of your brain switched on, that observant sort of thing, where you're out in the world. You don't have to be sitting down at a with a pen and paper. You could be out in the world at the shops and just be observing and just have that part of your brain ready to receive, something, and then go, Like, I was talking to my son. This is not a joke at all, but I was talking to my son today. It's just an observant thing. When people chew ice, they chew it in a very specific way. Like aggressively.
No one chews anything like they chew ice. It's always it's like they're a crackhead, But that's because we went to Macca's, got my son's Macca's after school, and he was chewing ice like that. I'm like, no one. I just had this thought. No one chews anything like they chew ice. And then he thought it was hilarious. But it's not a joke. It's just an observation. But all you have to really do is, like, to be writing is to have that part of your observational brain switched on all the time.
That's what I'm kind of at just now, like the observation. I think a lot of people say you should try to find the punchline and work back, don't they? But I feel like I'm always observation heavy. So I'm just, again, I've not really nailed the writing process at all. Right. I'm only a year in, so you're still kind of finding your feet. But I'm quite good at it. I'll take the notes and the observations, and then you kind of come back and try and work them and things like that. How
did you find, not I don't want to get too much into your writing method, but like, how did you find your process starting out? Because a lot of the comics I've had have fairly experienced, like decades, plural. So, for yourself and someone like me who's fairly relatively new in the industry, like, how do you stumble upon your writing method?
I don't really know. I think there's a comedian in the UK, Matt Richardson, and I've been watching a lot of his kind of stuff just now, and he says the same, like, everyone's got their own kind of thing, but I feel like mine's would be more, I've got an idea, and sometimes you just need to go up and bomb with it, and then you're finding there needs to be more tags, you know.
Yeah.
And to get to the point. But I don't really know if I have a process. I just have an idea, and then I try to build, and then it just evolves and
Yeah.
changes. So
That's true. You know who's really great with that? I think I've said this on the pod before, but Gareth McKean.
yeah,
So Gareth McKean's great at just taking, punching up things
Yeah,
that you'd look at it and you go, it wouldn't need punching up. But
yeah,
he compares things to things, right? So it's like, you know, and this is not his bit at all, but, you know, I can't think of fucking anything. I went soft, you know?
yeah,
I was soft. I couldn't get hard. I was softer than
yeah.
and then just describe something. I was,
Yeah.
you know, I was angry. It's like that Family Guy cutaway kind of thing.
yeah,
It was like I'm more angry than the time
yeah.
you know, or, you know, that kind of thing where you could just punch up so much stuff. And people love when you compare one thing to another thing
Yeah.
and they can see the connection.
Yeah.
And imagine how much you look at it.
Sometimes try to find them though, and you're
That's
like,
it,
I
yeah.
swear I've got one here for this.
That's where the work comes in. It's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
you know, there's a compare and contrast thing that you do. I don't know if you follow the joke doctor, Jerry Corley. He does lists, right? And Mark Norman is big with this as well.
Yeah.
You take a list. I did this once at a Mad Cow. Someone was like, "How do you write jokes?" And I was still fairly new. I was only like a year old or something. And I was like, well, this is the kind of jokes that I like. I like comparing and whatever. And he's like, well, how do you do that? And I'm like, well, you just kind of do lists. And I looked around the room. He had his girlfriend with him as well, who was off talking.
Yeah.
I looked around the room. I was trying to find two things. And I was like, well, look at that beer over there, you know, and your girlfriend.
Yeah.
I was like, you know, this beer is a lot like my girlfriend. It's like cold to the touch and it goes down easy. You know, so the shit is like quickest, whatever.
Yeah,
But it was just an example of how you can take two dissimilar things and find a connection. And often the human brain, this is getting so fucking technical, but like the human brain, like we laugh out of a relief.
Yeah.
A relief that something's been solved. Like there's been a riddle and we laugh because it's like not necessarily it's the funniest thing in the world, but it's like a relief that happens.
It's satisfying, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. But that's great. And then, so you were saying you've always wanted to try comedy?
I think anyone that watches comedy or goes to comedy,
Yeah, that's it.
really, if you're kind of going or you pay attention to it frequently, once you start, I don't know, once you kind of really enjoy it and you start to look into it a bit more, I think you always have that in your head. You want to try it, isn't it? For anyone. So there's people that you see at shows all the time and you're like, you know, that was you. At one point you're like, I wanted to try it.
Yeah, that's
So
it.
you should just get up,
Well,
you
people
know?
talk to me. I've got people that will be like, I've wanted to try it, you
Yeah,
know, but I'm not quite ready yet. You know, my
Yeah.
5 minutes isn't quite ready yet. I'm like, it's not going to be
Yes,
ready.
Yeah.
No matter how much you tweak it,
Yeah.
it's going to still be your first shitty 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Just get it over and done with.
And I think people say all the time, like, oh, you shouldn't start with Gong. And I do get that because it is a totally different kind of atmosphere, isn't it? But you find out quick if things are funny.
Yeah.
So I think that's been quite a good thing for me
Yeah.
because you learn probably a lot more than you do. Like yesterday we had in the bar 5 people, 3 that have been there all the time, and you're like,
Yeah.
you learn more for 3 minutes
Yeah.
in Gong than you do 10
that's
minutes
right,
on a Monday night at 3
Yeah.
people, you know. So I think the Gong, as much as folk avoid it, I think you find out quick, isn't it?
Yeah,
You know, what your
I rate the
jokes-
Gong as stage time and as a
Yeah.
hang.
Yeah.
Right, it's a fun hang. There's like a ton of comedians there. It's
Yeah.
a great environment. But I don't know. I think most people tailor their stuff for the Gong,
Yeah.
which doesn't really translate to other sets.
Yeah,
If you want to, because you need to get them immediately. You
Yeah.
want to get gonged, and
Yeah.
you kind of want to win if you get through, which, you know, whatever.
It's weird, isn't it? It's such a kind of head fuck because you go and you're like, I really want to try and like completely new, but you kind of always once you go, it's like for the past few weeks since Dan's not there and Johnny's been there, and you're like, oh well, I should really, you know, I don't want to be stinking the room out.
Johnny likes to see people try new stuff,
I
though.
know.
He said it before. He's like, I'd rather see someone bomb with new than to do the same tired old material.
Well,
Like,
wait till you see me on Thursday, brother.
I'll be bombing up.
Sting the room out.
But it's true, and that's you're gonna. I don't know. You're gonna have to treat the Gong like any other open mic, not throw it away, but you just trialing out this stuff, and if it works at the Gong, then it works.
I know.
You know?
Yeah.
I've had stuff that worked at the Gong and not at other like Windmill. You know, like I've had a big pop out of the Gong, and then I've taken it somewhere else, and they've gone, ooh.
Yeah, I know. It's weird, isn't it? But yeah, it's definitely like a weird atmosphere when they know that they've got you. But when you do well, it is good, isn't it?
Well, you got stage confidence, by the way. Like, have you
Yeah.
done theatre work or acting or
Nah,
anything? No?
I just think it's just fake it, isn't it?
That's-
Just
yeah,
fake as much as you can.
But there's faking it. Like, some people come up with too much confidence and they come up as cocky, and then people people can see right through. On the flip side of that, people come up nervous as fuck, and they're like, "Look at this fucking nervous piece of shit. Let's get him off." But you have to come out confident, like with a fine
Something,
line.
isn't
You have
it,
to toe
man?
the line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think that just comes with just kind of hammering it, observing other people,
Yeah.
and again, if you watch comedy, you're kind of like, you watch them and it is kind of like that kind of effortless,
Yeah.
isn't it? So you kind of already think, right, I can't. Have you ever watched someone and it's like you can see it in their eyes that they're nervous?
Yeah,
and you
for sure.
And you know, so sometimes you're like, I'm not even listening to him because I
'cause-
know he's nervous.
yeah, that's
you know?
right.
So then
Yeah.
I think when you pay attention to the wee details, you're like, right, I need to pretend that I'm
Yeah.
not. So, but Roz said that to me one day. He's like, you got super confident. I'm like,
Yeah.
I'm just pretending.
Yeah.
You know, it's just an act.
That's how
Yeah.
that's me as well. I just fake it till you make it. It's
Yeah.
like, you seem really confident on stage. I'm like, well, I'm terrified.
Yeah,
but I'm not,
yeah.
I'm not gonna just show that.
Yeah,
What are you gonna do?
exactly.
It's like a fight or flight thing, right? You have to just fake it till you make
But
it.
last night we've had my girlfriend, God bless her, she's been coming to every show.
Mm.
So her and we rent a room out to a friend, and she was there. So I'm like, I know you've heard these jokes so many times. So when we went home, I was like, not miserable, but I was like, it's just hard. It's hard, isn't it? Seeing you're trying to, and also trying to MC.
Yeah.
So we've been giving that a whirl, and I'm like, it's so hard when you know you've got a little bit, but to get to the new bit, you're having to do 3 minutes of
Yeah.
what they've heard,
Yeah, that's right.
and you can kind of hear them going,
yeah. Yeah. Have you ever had anyone say the punchline to your joke?
Nah, not yet.
I
Thank
have.
God. Oh, that's rough.
I have. It sucks.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, a couple times, but the times that it's happened, I've set them up because I've sort of asked something relating to the punchline in the audience, and I'm like, in my head, I go, fuck, I shouldn't have asked that because now when I get to the end of the punchline, they're gonna know. So, but the times I haven't done that, and then you rephrase it, and you know, you be a bit quicker. On,
Yeah.
You know. So.
Feedback into it, you just know you need to change it if it's too obvious. Because sometimes you're like, the obvious joke works,
Yeah.
but sometimes when it's too obvious, it stinks.
Yeah.
So
Well, and you don't want to be
it's
hack
weird
either.
finding the
Like,
balance. I know, 100%.
You don't want to do things, and often as a comedian, if something feels too easy, it either is or it's hack.
Yeah, 100%.
It means someone's done it before, which means it's hack.
Yeah.
You know, so it's just hard because I writing things at the moment, and I'm like, is this good? Does this work?
Yeah, man. Like I've got one of my openers is that Little Britain bit. But I'm like, it's not even a joke. Do you know? But it's just that observation when I'm like, I've heard that so many times.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have heard like, and it gets such a big pop. And even like the Lounge posted it the other day. I'm like, that's not even a joke.
Yeah.
It's just me saying,
It's just-
oh look, like,
But it's truth
I
in
know.
comedy. Yeah, it's truth in comedy. You got to just say stuff that's vulnerable to you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do it more. I've written down a bunch of insecurities and fears
Yeah.
and things that I have. I'm going in and just filling in things, and then just trying to make that relatable or funny.
Yeah.
Not relatable, but if you're honest, people will relate to
Yeah.
it. I also think that people with accents do vastly better than most other people here.
Yeah. Oh fuck, man. The first few times I've done it, I was like, it was a
People
nightmare.
going,
Yeah, because obviously you bear in mind the kid only been here a few months, so I was already trying to slow down.
yeah.
Anyway, but like when I went on stage and then I had the nerves to it, I was going up and I can't remember. First time I think I'd done all right, but the second time I was so nervous. I went on and then I think Christian was trying to like hint like, oh, can we get subtitles for this guy kind of thing?
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh shit, they can't understand. So see when you go out and you know you've got like a little funny opener and you see it and then they're like, what? Because it's not because it's not funny, it's because they've not understood.
yeah.
So they're like, huh? And
Has it been a big adjustment for you living here?
I think you just need to slow down like big time, like especially when you're Scottish. But I think a million people have said this, but Irish people, there's more Irish people on the TV, there's Irish music and things like that. So people have got a bit more of a relationship with the Irish accent, don't they? But Scottish isn't who we've got Gerard Butler. And that's
Shrek.
Shrek. No one good.
Shrek, Battle and Shrek. And
So
Mrs.
in
Doubtfire.
Yeah, exactly. Fuck.
Which you were dressed like today.
This is not cardigan, huh?
I'm sorry.
That's so good. But I think sometimes it's like people just don't catch the accent straight away, so it takes them a little second. But
Yeah.
I think after when you spend more time, but once I've started to slow down as well.
I don't understand the confusion with Irish accents and Scottish accents because they're so different in my head. But I also I think the Irish accent's sexy and all,
Yeah.
but when
Is
the
it?
more they drink, the less understandable they are.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Scottish is harder to understand,
Yeah.
but it's consistent. When
Yeah.
Irish people drink, I had this one Irish guy come up to me at a bar and I was playing music, and he was like the nicest guy or whatever. He was like, I'm like, fuck, I shouldn't do the accent, but like, right, mate, can you play us some Irish tunes? Yeah. And I was like, yeah, sure. Love it, mate. Play another one. You know? And I was like, yeah, cool. And then as the night went on, he was like, what? Didn't understand a word he was saying.
Yeah, it's hard, but you've got such a kind of hotspot of so many different accents here.
Yeah.
So, but
There's
Scotsman.
bogan, really bogan, really,
man.
really bogan.
So I think Scottish. I don't really know. Like, especially if you're from Glasgow, like maybe Edinburgh and a bit north, they get a bit more posh, you know. So a bit more well spoken. But Glasgow, people outside of Glasgow struggle to understand people from Glasgow. So.
Yeah.
Even if I'm out drinking with my friends back home, they'll be like, I don't even know what this guy's fucking saying, you know, and that's actually a fact. They'll be like, mate, no one can understand the word you're saying. And that was like people for the same scheme and whatnot. So it's an ongoing issue, and I'm trying to work on it, mate.
But I think whatever you're doing on stage works because I can understand everything you're saying. It's great.
That's good.
Yeah, because I had Ian Pringle on, I understood almost everything he said as well.
Yeah, almost.
Well, there was one I loved.
Who do you think's harder, or who do you think's easier?
Ian is harder.
He's harder, isn't he?
Yeah. Well, I mean, it depends. He comes on and slows it down for the audience as well, I think.
Yeah.
But on the pod, he did. We were having a few drinks.
Yeah.
And he did say one thing, and I remember in the moment thinking, well, what did he say? And then the moment got past me. And then on the podcast, I was like listening to the episode. I'm like, I don't know what he's saying here.
Yeah, fuck.
But I didn't want to ask him because that's fucking rude. But yeah, I think I think he's probably thicker.
Yeah. But it's weird to see if you catch a few years together.
Yeah.
It's like you don't even mean it, but just we're very mumbly.
Yeah.
So it's like I would understand every single word he says.
Yeah. The same with.
And he barely even moves his lips
I
the
had-
full time, you know. But I would catch everything and vice versa.
Yeah. Well, I had it when I moved house recently. Dean Courtney helped me move.
Oh wow.
And we had there was a young guy, who helped us. Like it was
Mate, unbelievable house as well, man. You want to see the
Yeah.
fucking size of the gaff?
Yeah, it's bigger than what we need.
Bigger
but
than
it's,
what we need.
This is Perth renting.
Music's
it's like
fucking paying well, man. What the fuck?
it's actually not bad, but it's literally all.
First time I've seen somebody with a swimming pool in the living room. That's crazy.
Yeah, that's right. There's a leak in the roof. Yeah, we had this young guy, a Scottish guy, help us through Airtasker.
Okay.
He did not like Dean at all.
Nah.
Because
English.
Dean was I was like, oh, my mate's helping me, he's English. And he went, ugh. And this guy was very Scottish. I could barely understand a word.
What was his registration on his van by any chance? Was it Biggin?
No.
Nah. Different. That's the end of that story.
No, I'll yeah.
There's a guy I know that does removals and he's licensed, but he's Scottish as
Oh,
well.
yeah. Young guy? We'll talk.
Yeah. Did we fuck the same removals guy?
He fucked me. So so you're doing well. The accent, people aren't stumbling over it.
No, I think once you've got things a bit well written or well put together and you've done it a few times, you know that you need to slow down. I think the struggle comes when you're doing something new and you're flailing your way through it.
Can you do an Aussie accent?
Nah, mate, it's so
Because
bad.
Pringle's great at his.
Scan on.
Yeah.
That's as far as it goes.
Yeah, that's great.
But that's what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And with cunts, that'll be great.
Cunts, but we love the word
Scan
cunt in
on
Scotland as well.
cunts, yeah.
Scan on cunt.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Scan on cunt.
Then look into that camera and do it again.
Scan on cunt. It just sounds like fucking Nikos.
What's going on, Can? How you going? Fucking damn dog. You are. All that shit. Yeah, it's great. It's, so then, was there anything like Aussie culture related that you had to really adjust to when you moved here?
Nah, because do you know the problem is?
That was very Australian.
Do you know the problem is Australian people are so nice.
Yeah.
So like I'll speak to people, and I've probably done it to you a few times. Definitely done it with Lockie, and it's like you'll have a full 30-second conversation, and then you can just see it in their eyes
They're gone.
that it's not registered.
Yeah.
And then it's like they'll respond and be like, yeah, I was thinking that too. Or they'll just try and find like some reply that applies to everything.
Solid, brother.
Yeah. But the fucking, the biggest problem is I'll speak to Ronnie Neville,
Yeah.
and then he'll be always say, I mean, I don't know what you're saying. I'm like, mate, how you should, how of all people you can't understand
He's
me.
Irish, right?
Yeah, man.
Right. He's got a pretty thick accent.
Yeah, I know, but he's like, mate, I don't, Scottish waffle, I don't know what you're saying. I'm like, mate. So yeah, but I think once we get a bit more like animated and whatnot, and passionate.
Also, once you're rolling, it's and you adjust to the accent. It's like you understand it perfectly. That's great.
Yeah.
Did you have to dial down your Scottishness at all here?
Yes.
Yeah.
100%. I'm still trying, because I've tried to do a joke with this as well, but what's her name? Fuck, she'll hate me. I forgot her name. In the comedy lounge, not Rose.
Sarah?
No, not Sarah.
Behind the bar?
Yep.
I don't know. I can't remember.
Oh no, she'll hate me. I'm really bad at
She's not going to be watching this.
Nah, she will probably. She hates me. But that's going to annoy me forever. But anyway, we were getting drinks or something like that, and I was saying, something about blackcurrant. Because in Scotland, I just seen about 3 people's neck, and I'm like, did you just say black? I was like, no, black currant. So yeah, Ruby.
There you go.
Ruby. Why was I saying Rosie? It's because I was thinking Instagram and it's like Snoobs or something like that. I was like, obviously her name's not Snoobs. She's not 6 years old. But so and then I'm trying to do things like that, use it as a joke, and you're kind of just stemming from little kind of observations sometimes that other people are making about you,
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, my whole thing is I look like a youth pastor.
Yeah, man.
Which fucking I really hate. But I said it the other night, on Sunday night, and I was like, yeah, I don't know, can I people tell me that I look like a youth pastor? And one guy was on his phone and he goes, yep.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Don't just look up just to agree with this. And I was like, I used to go to church, and it's like, I don't know why, but this is this same look. I was like, it's why no one ever offers me drugs. I work in the music industry, the acting industry, the comedy industry, right? Rife with drugs. Right? No, like I remember there was someone, I was backstage somewhere, and someone's rolling a joint. I'm sitting side by side.
You do look like an arc.
Our knees were
you look heavy undercover.
Our knees were touching, and he's rolling a joint, and someone walks into the green room, and he goes, and this guy, they don't even know each other.
Okay.
He goes, all right, man, do you want me to roll you one? I was like, I'm looking at him and going, what? How come no one ever offers? It's like, it's because I look like I'm gonna pray for you or something.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah. So that was, you have to be honest with how you appear, and the alopecia thing factored into that.
Yeah, I think definitely, as maybe you're saying, the accent's a bit different, but there's little things where, see, when you've maybe been wanting to try it for so long, you're like, that would definitely work as a bit, and things. It's just a different perspective, isn't it? And that's half the time what pulls you into someone.
Yeah.
I suppose they're still trying to find a way, and there's bits that you're trying that maybe it's still funny to you and you've not got it quite yet, but but it's funny, like, we're doing that competition, and then Felix was saying, he's like, yeah, well, it'll be like, they're not wanting a straight white male to win the competition. And I was like, oh, okay, brother. But he's like it'll be like Noah or someone like that's got something a bit different. Means like, I mean, you're so lucky. Like, you've got the alopecia thing. Like, I'm like,
yeah, I feel lucky.
I'm like, mate, that's not the most backhanded compliment ever. You're so lucky, mate. Look at you. So yeah, it's definitely you've got different perspective. I know, the hairiest guy in the world.
Whitest,
the
and
straightest, whitest, hairiest male. So yeah, it's just trying to kind of work out the perspectives, but also without being so self-deprecating. I'm trying to you're trying to find a balance. You're like, do I just come out and be like, oh, I'm bald? Yeah. It's trying to go through the little observations that you made. Because I've got a bit where it's like, and this is the God's honest truth. Like, Alice Mahan was maybe 7, right? So I had a full head of hair, blonde curly locks, right? Cute little kid. And we used to get the same family shop all the time. Yeah. And then all of a sudden, I just started again with no hair. Yeah. So the guy would always like ask, "Is he okay?" to my mum. Yeah. And then he just stopped charging me.
People try to
things. Yeah. So I think he thought I was fucking
People trying
on
to
the road out, you know.
introduce you to John Cena and shit.
Yeah, exactly. And they just wouldn't chance. So I'm like, there's something there, but every time I try and get it a different way,
Yeah.
but I'll get there.
Self-deprecation in comedy is such a necessity. I would say you have to like. I don't know. That's why guys like Matt Rife can't come out and be like,
yeah,
"Boy, it sucks being this gorgeous."
yeah,
You know, if you look like a general, like I'm old and out of shape. You know,
yeah.
I was tried working on this bit where I'm like, I've got like the big guy like, out of shape. I've got the big guy like thigh. Like marks on my jeans, you know, like when your jeans rub together and they start to wear away. Like, and then I thought about just opening up my legs to the crowd and showing them proof. Yeah.
But yeah, so I've got just and that along with other ideas and whatnot. So there's just like wee experiences where it's been a little bit different.
Yeah.
You're just kind of looking for the funny side of it.
I mean, you could tell that story easily. And just
I know it's just like
yeah.
I'd say it's just trying to. Do you know that way? You're like, I've definitely there's something. So you're trying it.
Yeah.
It goes this way. It goes that way. I'll not bore you with the details. And then at some point, I'm sure it'll click, and you'll be like,
yeah. You could just go with it and be like, and anyway, I went with it, and then I got to meet John Cena.
yeah.
You know, or
Well, I want to do. It's got a few ideas. The ones I've tried, it's like my mum finds it and marches in the shop, and then it's like, I think she's going to get and give the guy a serious talking to, but then she gives him a shopping list, and then we're running around fucking that. But then the other one I want to try is like, but because this is the truth, how do you then start if you think someone's dying and you stop charging them, how do you reintroduce the charge again, you know? And like every time you walked back in, you must have been like, this fucking guy again? How long's this guy got? So then maybe it's like he thought I was dying, the businesses ends up dying or something like that, you know? So, but yeah, I'll just need to keep plodding away and trying it.
Yeah.
That's it.
So can I ask you an alopecia question?
If you want.
All right. All right, cool. So when you see someone with like a shit hairstyle, long locks, are you like, you don't fucking know what you've got?
Lockie?
No offense, Lockie.
I'm joking.
But I mean, like, no, Lockie's got a good head of hair. But I'm talking about someone with long hair, but they haven't styled it, and it's just a big mop of shit. You know?
Nah.
You don't think about like if I was.
Nah, it doesn't really enter my head, man. What I think is funny, and again, maybe another bit that I'm trying to do, but it's like maybe when you're grown up and people are chirping and trying to give you a hard time. So I never actually got a hard time growing up.
Oh, great.
But people maybe make a joke here and there, and then slowly as everyone gets older, you've been bald for so long, so you're so accustomed to it and used to it and like confident.
Yeah.
And then you watch everyone else start to lose their hair, and then it's like everyone starts to get self-conscious, you know, and everyone's kind of like the Jedi Master.
And you're just smug.
I'm like, well, going to Turkey and things like that.
Quite get teased about it or anything.
Nah, well, it's like anything, isn't it? If you end up with no hair and you're 10 at school, then you get it, but being from Glasgow, that's you just end up fighting all the time, isn't it? So I had a good group of pals, and never really get as hard time as probably should have. Yeah. But then I did have a good sucker punch on me, so that seemed to balance things out, I think. Pure changed the tone of the podcast. Sucker punch people. Nah, listen.
I like the king
head. Man.
I went to Northbridge and just punch people in the back of the
head. But yeah, so I think also when we see the funny side to it and whatnot, I think maybe you're so self-conscious and whatnot growing up. Yeah. And then I think you hit an age where you're like, I could just slag folk back and just shut folk back and whatnot. Yeah. So it never really bothered me, and I think maybe that's where your personality comes through.
So do you remember what was the first like sort of good feedback you started getting about your sets? Like people do come up at Comedy Lounge to us and stuff and be like, "That was great." On their way out, they're like, "That was great, you did great." You know?
Yeah, I don't know. I think sometimes you're so self-critical, aren't you? And do you know the worst thing is, see when you've bombed so bad and people still say, "Mate, that is good," and you're like, "Nah," but then after you do well, people say the same, and you're like, "This feels false." Well, I've said I can remember. Sorry to interrupt, but I think it was like my second time and as I was saying, you're trying to like, you've done a joke and you know it doesn't work and you're trying to change it. So, and it was only my second time and I went up and it was just like a shit show. Like, it was just horrendous. And then I think it was like Pinder that was MCing or whatever. So I can remember I like lost my place. And then I can't remember what the bit was, but it was like it involved me like spinning around almost. So like I turned that and then turned back round, and as I turned back round to face the audience, I forgot the line. So do you know that way? It was just like the full audience looking like,
You
what
turn
the
around.
fuck is this guy doing? Right?
It's silent.
And then my partner Holly, my girlfriend, would say like, you need to get the habit of doing this thing that I was doing for a while at first, and it would be like, I would be bombing, but I would just commentate the bomb.
Yeah.
And then I'd be like, oh my God, I'm drowning here, man. Yeah. And I can remember looking to that Pinder and he was like, yes, you are. And yes, that's bad. But long story short, after that, I can remember walking out in Nikos. He done this face, he was like, and you know that way you're like, oh man.
Yeah.
So I can't remember what the question is, but so when people start giving you feedback, they're kind of saying it when you're bombing anyway, aren't they?
Yeah. I mean, look, it's funny because you can have a what you think is a shit crowd and they'll give you props. Yeah. But you know how sometimes instead of actually laughing, you just see people like with a big smile on their face, or just acknowledgement of something what you said is true. But they think it's funny, but it's like to actually push someone over the edge into an audible laugh. Yeah, man. You know, it takes a bit. Obviously, it's like a mob mentality thing as well. Like sometimes one person is all it takes for everyone else to laugh with them. Yeah. But in a quiet room, 5 people, 10 people, you know, it is so much harder. Everyone feels like they need permission to laugh.
To get going. Yeah, I know. You feel that, especially you probably realise when you're running your own room, when people start spreading out and the lights aren't they're too bright. Like it's like people are too uptight. That's why like the lounge and Oasis and all that are perfect, because they've just got everyone's bunched together. It's dark and then
have you been to my room? You haven't.
Nah, I've not, mate. I did get you put me on a lineup, but then you announced the lineup and then I wasn't on it.
Yeah, sorry. I'm still new. I'm still new to this shit.
Nah, no. But I didn't see. I put I think Lockie he thought he was MCing last night, and then I was like, I haven't even got you on.
Oh, right.
And then I was like, nah, I've not got you on. And then he was like screenshotting the messages from previous when you've offered the spot. You're like, yeah, I'm trying, you know.
Yeah. I know. But dude, your room is great. It's real like New York style comedy vibe. I love that the chairs aren't set out like an audience thing, like the lounge is just tables. Yeah. You know, I do. It's a really good vibe. Even it's small, but it's great. Yeah. You know? It's the kind of room that I have envisioned. I wanted to do something like in a basement somewhere.
Yeah, mate, you're reading my mind. I know. I just really wish that someone would just let the lounge just do 7 days a week, just because there's definitely an appetite for it if you get the right room and whatnot. Or
there's comedy 7 nights a week somewhere.
Yeah.
Sunday's hard to get off the ground because no one gives a shit. Really. Yeah. Sunday it's like, oh, let's go. You know. Yeah. But I have found on Eventbrite, I've been putting my stuff on Eventbrite, and the audience that have been coming from that. Yeah, they Google comedy near me, whatever, or things to do near me, and it comes up. And I'm like, oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, it's a weird one, isn't it? Because sometimes I'll go down and flyer on the weekend, on like a Saturday, Sunday morning, and I was trying to do a wee bit of flying before, but you just finished work. And then sometimes I've maybe paid for the ads and things like that, and sometimes it just does nothing. But then like a random week, 20 people come in, you're like,
it's wild.
Don't know where to put your effort. Usually, you know, this effort here gets this response. Yeah. But with that, it's like I just don't know how to.
Well, it'd be cool if you could just tell yourself it's going to build. Right? There'll be peaks and troughs, whatever, but it'll build. Yeah. But really, when you look at some of the other rooms that have been going on dead nights of the week, it's dead, it's up. It's dead, it's up. It's not. It doesn't really build. It's just
it's up and down,
which is fine. I mean, it's still.
That's because of the FIFO.
Yeah. Fuck in Perth, man.
1 week everyone's there. You're like, where is everyone?
Nah, because when the FIFO guys are back, they're like apologising for cheating and stuff.
Yeah, that's true, isn't it? But yeah, so like it's easy to set up in that room. I do wish the venue would push it a little bit more, because the guy's like really uptight about I hope he ever see this, but he's quite uptight about like it being a music venue and things. So I think he's like doesn't want to be promoting it as like we do comedy, and I'm like, you're kind of getting 8 comedians and say you get 10 punters in. I'm like, it's worth pushing in a little bit, but obviously I'm going to say that.
Yeah,
you know,
that's
so
right,
it's
yeah.
like
They're buying drinks.
Yeah.
Is there meals there? Or?
there it is. Yeah,
Yeah.
So, and the food's good and whatnot. It's a good venue.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
that's what I'm saying. It's like almost perfect.
Well,
If I could just get people to come.
yeah, that's it, and that's where we're all there at the moment. But Xavier like has experimental comedy that is obviously for a band.
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
And then the tables are set up like they're like it's a school like assembly. They're like tables and chairs all lined up. It's weird. Like it's a weird. But they all like he generally gets people coming, and he's been good at building
Yeah,
like a recognition of it. You know, if I could do that, that'd be great.
Yeah.
All right, I've got rapid fire questions.
Rapid fire questions.
Got a bit of chin playing there.
Yeah.
I heard that.
You got it. You got it. All right, so this is terrible. This is an alopecia one off the bat. Would you rather grow your hair back if it meant losing all your teeth?
Nah, I'm not happy. I'd keep my teeth.
Yeah, good. I agree. It's good.
Thanks.
Would you rather hear your parents have sex but can't see them, or see them but can't hear them?
Give me that again.
Would you rather? Sri Lankan accents get you. Would you rather hear your parents have sex but you can't see them, or visually see them but you can't hear a thing?
Them. Yeah, I'd have to hear them.
You'd have to hear them.
I'd have to hear them.
but
I'd be
you'd
seeing
but
them.
you'd
So if
hear
I
them.
see them, they can see me, and if they can see me, I'm masturbating. So
That's great. This is why he gets paid the medium bucks, fellas. Have one. This is terrible ones. Have one enormous nipple, like let's say right in the middle,
nice.
or 50 little ones.
Ooh, give me a big one, man.
One big
a
nipple.
big shooter.
Yeah, but that means
man.
if it's cold, you got one pointed thing out there.
Yeah.
It looks like you're Tony Stark.
Fuck it, man. I'll take it. One big old nipple.
Is it really bad if you don't put your shopping trolley back, or is it forgivable?
Nah, man. You're a dog. If you like, just leave it fucking running
No,
rogue.
I'm talking about leaving it on one of the islands. You
I
know,
still think, man, you put the effort to put it on an island. Take it back. You know what I think? You see some people and it's like they're lifting it up. To set it up, and I'm like, fucking move it back.
dude, I leave it on islands.
Yeah,
bro.
you're a dog, man.
I'll leave it on an island if it's too far. If it's like if it's there, I'll take it back. If it's maybe 4 cars away, if it's anything more than that, I'm like, no, I'm gonna leave it right on this island right here. I'm a bad person, I know.
Yeah, man, we're finding a lot about each other.
Does toilet paper hang over or under?
Ooh.
There is only one right
Over,
answer.
I would say.
Yeah, over.
Over?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I've said this before, but
That
who
was
wants to
weird.
be scraping against the wall to get
Yeah.
toilet paper?
Well, shit. You said that as if you've got shit in your fingers. I'm like, you're doing it wrong, mate.
You don't clean like that?
Yeah,
Socks during sex, yes or no?
I don't mind it, man. Yeah, man. Socks on.
Sean Conway said, like, if you're wearing shoes, then it's fine, I guess.
Yeah. Just depending if you're camping.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Got to keep the tootsies warm.
that's right. Or if it's just like compression.
And then also, if I'm having sex, I'm that excited. I'm just
Yeah.
really lucky if I've taken my
Also,
pants off.
I feel like for guys, the only reason guys stick up for this is because they probably in the minute realize I haven't trimmed my toenails in about 3 months.
Yeah, fuck. Yeah, I'm not keeping my socks on because of that.
How long should a voice note be?
Anything over 2 minutes, I'm not listening to.
Anything over 60 seconds for me is way too
Yeah.
long. Even 45 seconds.
2 minutes I'll give, but a lot of my friends are back in the UK,
Yeah.
so sometimes I'm kind of you're a bit lenient with it.
Well,
But if like she sends me a voice note that's over 2 minutes, I'm like, literally tell me in 10 minutes when I see you.
Yeah, partners and stuff. It's weird. Like it's you're gonna see me. I'm on my way home.
Yeah.
But I hate the ones where they're thinking out loud, and they're like,
Yeah.
anyway, what was I saying? What was I gonna say? Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
You're
But that's
you're
the
being
thing,
held ransom.
if you send a voice note and it's over 2 minutes, you don't mind it, do you?
I don't send
You
them.
don't
that.
send voice
No,
notes?
I don't like using the phone. Someone
uh,
asked me, they were like, do you prefer when people text you? I was like, no, don't text me. They're like, so you like phone calls? I'm like, no, you're going the wrong way.
Yeah, but
Don't talk to me at all.
The voice note is easy for the sender,
Yeah.
but it's not good for the receiver.
Yeah.
Because you're like, fucking.
But I had a guest over and they were doing voice to text,
Okay.
and that's all right. But then you've got spelling
Yes.
errors, and you've got like a long text
Yeah.
message to read. What was the last thing you Googled?
Oh, shit, do I know?
Sure. I do have a charger over there, but a wireless charger for guests. I should have told you.
Do I need to prove it? If it's CD?
Yeah. Just tell me. Is your
Last thing I googled was Tixel, because I'm trying to get a ticket for Mullowa Muster Rodeo
all right
on Saturday. Yeah, we're living it up. We're going to the rodeo.
Know a few guys that play that gig.
Do you?
Yeah.
Apparently, there's a biblical mice problem in Mullowa right now.
Yeah.
So I had to phone them, and I was like, "Is it true that this is happening? Like, there's just mice everywhere up in the wheat belt, I think they call it."
I don't know.
And
Yes,
she said
there is.
She's like, the woman that answered the phone was like a proper hillbilly,
Yeah.
and she was laughing at the fact that I
Yeah.
had phoned to ask
Yeah.
this,
Yeah.
right? That I dared to be concerned,
Yeah.
and then she's like, "Yeah, well, if you're not worried, just bring a few mouse traps and whatnot." And then I was like, "Really?" And I couldn't tell if she was winding me up. And then at the end of the phone call, she said, "Nah, you'll be fine. Just make sure you bring a big stick." And I was like, "But listen, I've already got the tickets." So
it is. Well, there's a
committed
guy
now.
named Monty Cotton who normally plays. He's plays in like a trio usually. He's got like
Yeah.
a double bass guy that plays with him. He's good. You'll see.
Yeah,
He plays every year, so you can be there.
Rodeos are a big thing here, aren't they?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
country
so we're looking
stuff
forward to it.
is just come back in a
Yeah.
huge way. Look at all the country artists that are
Yeah.
Morgan Wallen. Everyone loves country at the moment.
Yeah, it'll be good.
I'm playing gigs and people can't get enough of it.
Yeah.
I play. I mean,
Mostly sounds the same though, I think, no?
Yeah.
Once you've
that's
heard
true.
5 country songs, you've kind
Yeah,
of
that's right.
heard them all.
Yeah, what's the Rock Me Mama Like a
You ever
Wagon Wheel?
Have you ever heard Bo Burnham's like country song?
Probably. Is that from his
mate,
special?
it's so good. I can't remember, but yeah, he does a piss take one. He's
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
good.
Well, I mean, there's only so many times I can play Country Road.
Yeah, yeah, it's always the same ones, isn't it?
Yeah, it's annoying. Who was the last person you searched on Facebook? I don't know when you get in trouble.
Let me tell you. It might have been you to try and get your address. No, my flatmate.
Oh yeah.
So
Why?
I don't know. Just maybe looking for something.
Checking them out. Yeah.
I wasn't checking them out. No.
Just checking out what's good. What's new on
Yeah,
your
is there
social media?
messaging them or something?
But you've got a missus now. But tell a girl you don't like her or ghost her.
Yeah, ghost. And that would be hurting somebody's feelings.
Yeah.
Especially if they've reduced themselves to me.
I would like to
All
think.
people, when I'm telling them I don't like them, they'll end up killing themselves. If you can't pull me,
Yeah.
this is your level and you've been rejected. Nah, I'm joking. I'm
Just
gorgeous.
Personally attacking everything. That
Yeah.
It's the way you chew. It's the way you look at me. It's the
Nah,
way you
you
don't
don't
like
need to
socks
tell.
during sex.
Yeah.
Yeah. I would like to think that I would be tell them, let them down gently, but
Yeah.
I think I'd just avoid. And then the last one is text back immediately or in 4 days.
Text back immediately.
Yes, I'm so bad.
Yeah.
I know it's such a cop out, but
Yeah.
to be like I'm a bad texter, you're just a
Yeah.
lazy asshole, and that's me. And I'm so sorry for everyone because I do have messages sitting there that I. But this is what I do, right? It's not like I'm like I don't give a fuck about that person. If I'm out and about and I'm like I'm not going to open that until I can read it and respond to it.
Yeah.
So I'll wait
And
till I
you
get
don't
home,
do it.
and then I don't.
See, Holly's really bad for that, my girlfriend, and she's okay with it with me, but like I'll constantly hear her speaking to people and they're like, "Oh, I text you," but she's like, "Yeah, so I'm bad texting." I just think if you had time to know that the person texts you,
Yeah.
then you should have responded.
Yeah.
You know?
My wife
My wife.
rarely ever answers her phone when I ring.
Yeah.
It's the most frustrating thing because she's constantly taking my phone charges,
Yeah.
but her phone is always flat.
Yeah.
Right? What the fuck? She's constantly on her phone, but she never answers it when I ring.
Yeah.
I hope you can hear this wherever you are.
Yeah. I don't know why we live like genuine crackheads. I don't know why. We've got plenty of money, a nice house and that, but we just have one iPhone charger. Do you have this?
Yeah,
Do you ever have this? And
I've
it's like,
bought
why?
multiple chargers. This is
Yeah, I
the
know.
thing.
But I think girls just like to use yours.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's like,
The good charger.
yeah. And I'm like, it's the fucking same. But then I'll go and buy one, and then it's like, at night, every night, I'll be like, "Can you plug my phone in?" And it's like, but I'm using it, and I'm like, why are we living like fucking scumbags?
She comes in while I'm charging my phone. She's like, "What's your
Yeah.
phone on?" I'm like, "It's on
Yeah.
charge, bitch."
Yeah, on my charger. Yeah, I know, mate. She's a nightmare for that too.
Yeah, because she does it all the time. And I have bought. I have in the past have set up chargers in every room of the house. There's one in the kitchen, living room, bedroom, both sides. My brother-in-law, I think, super glued his charger down to the power board once,
Wow.
and they still pried it up somehow, or maybe zip tied it or something. But yeah, they're all gone. I'm like, I've bought 56 chargers. I don't know where they've all gone. I've got fast chargers, wireless chargers, portable chargers.
Just like to be annoying, I think, don't they?
Yeah, who knows? And then she's like, "You got your charger's faster than it's literally not. They're all the same."
I don't get it either.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah. Divorce them. Let's
Yeah.
you're not married yet?
Nah. Maybe she's still on probation. So see, give her a few years. She's pushing for it though. She's really
Yeah.
she keeps dropping hints. I'm like,
There's a bit of that
she's
going
like,
around.
I've seen this ring the other week. And I'm like,
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah. What's the
cool.
name again?
Holly.
Holly Dobbin.
Yeah,
Wow,
it sounds nice. No, like one day maybe.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Nah, one day definitely. But I was fucking labouring for 18 months there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let me get a bit of money behind me again, and
Holly
then
Dobbin sounds like an old Hollywood name.
sounds like she could be someone.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It sounds. It's a good name.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, what's next for you, brother? Like, are you doing the competitions coming up as well?
Nah, I'm just kind of happy chipping away. Like I just said, just starting to get in a bit of stride. Just try and kind of get a few booked. I think that's the kind of aim, isn't it? Try and get a few minutes together, and then just keep working away.
Yeah.
There's that next gen competition's coming up, isn't it? So I think they're quite good. So it gives you a wee something to work towards. Oh, and then done that Regal Theatre the other week. Unbelievable.
You did that? Yeah, I
Mate,
saw that. The
wild.
Scottish thing?
Yeah,
Brother, that's
wild.
great. They were like,
Unreal.
all right, we need some Scottish.
Yeah, fuck, man. That was. I think timing wise, it just kind of came at the right time. Like maybe 6 months in, I think did I win? Within 6 or 7 months, I won a gong.
Yeah.
And then it gives you a little bit of confidence,
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
it? Then Ian was there, and then I think I won another one, and then just before or during Fringe, so I started helping them out with the Scotland, not helping them out, but hopping on where I could on the Fringe shows, and then they had flew someone over to headline that one in the Regal, and I think they'd done a few gigs in Jarrow and Margaret River. He's like, do you want to come down and fly? So I was like, yeah man, happy to help. And then he's like, when I went down to fly, he's like, do you want to hop up for 5? And I was like, fucking yeah man. But mate, just different level.
Did it just feel like
It's just like hard to even obviously maybe it's just another gig to them, they've maybe done it a few times and whatnot. But have you been in the Regal?
Yeah.
So it's cool again. The green room's massive.
Yeah, I've been there. Not I haven't performed, but I've been there.
Yeah, so the green room's massive straight away. So, and then you go up the stairs, and then you're behind, but the curtains there. But behind it's so big, but you can kind of just once they're going on and off, you can feel the kind of crowd. So once the lights go down, it's like the spotlight. You can't really see, can you?
Yeah, no.
So it could be any room you're performing to.
Yeah, that's right.
But I think once you kind of get your first joke out, you kind of feel it's just a bigger room, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right.
So yeah, that was good. And then I think lucky to even do something like that so early on.
Yeah.
So you just kind of jump at the opportunities when you can, don't you?
And then celebrate. I just like to celebrate when people achieve like something like that. We're seeing Lockie on stage in Melbourne.
Yeah, man.
Or the images that came out of it anyway, and you up there at the Regal. I was like, just like, I don't have there's not one part of me that's like, it should be me or it should be someone else. I'm like, fuck yeah, those guys. I mean, because you have the same sort of feedback I think that I had when I first started, which is you have the appearance of someone who's been doing it longer than you actually have. That's the feedback, the most positive thing that I heard when I would have thought you'd been doing it for a couple of years. Like, thank you.
Do you not think there's something in that where you should just lie and just say, yeah, I've been doing it, I'm 5 years in? Would you think I would get you booked more?
I did lie.
Did you? There you go.
I would just sort of elaborate 6 to 10 months or something more.
Okay.
I was like, if it was a year, I'm like, about a couple of years. A year and a half, a couple of years.
Dressing it down too much. I've only been going a year, so maybe I'd need to start lying.
Well, you've been doing it less than 5 years now, right?
10 years in, baby.
You've been doing less than 10 years now.
But I think maybe also being a little bit older as well.
Yeah. Dude, I started at 39.
Yeah, so I think there's something like that where like, you ever seen someone that's like 17 or something doing jokes, and it's not even their fault. I done that when I was 18, did my first one. There's jokes that you think's funny, and you're like, when you're older, you're like, that's not so mature,
It's
isn't
a
it?
dick joke or
Yeah. And so there's a little bit of that when you're older and you're a bit more comfortable with who you are and whatnot. Which sounds so cliche, doesn't it? But
you just don't care about what people think as much. There's no inhibitions. There's no self-consciousness. You just get up and I know it is still nerve-wracking. Like you still do get nervous on stage, but you don't have that much of a self-consciousness thing. You know, I just don't care anymore. I don't care.
Mate, see, I've never felt nerves like that before. I was fine on the day of that gig because I got it quite last minute. But see, that before, man, it was like, seeing you're in your own head and you must look nervous and people are trying to comfort you a little bit of that. Man, honestly, just once you get on, but you're in your head, you're like, can you shut the fuck up, man? Just let me stress, you know? Yeah, so I hadn't felt like that well, but I still get all that, man. Like, quite nervous and whatnot, but once you kind of got on your first joke or whatever, it sounds so cliche, but once you do get up there, you're like, it's not as bad.
Yeah.
Isn't it? I think once you've stunk a room out, you're like,
you probably build it up in your head as well. Yeah. It's going to be this big thing. But dude, I look forward to seeing you rise to the top as you've been doing. It's been great to watch. Yeah, because I thought I was like, who's this pro that's coming in, winning the gongs?
I think doing all right. I think Ian Burke said that to me. He's like, "Oh, you just flew in for the Fringe," and I was like, I live here.
I worked here.
But mate, it could all go tits up tomorrow. It could just be a lucky fucking nice wee 5 minutes you've got. But I'll keep chipping away. So
that's it. Keep building, writing a bit a day. Try and write a bit a day. Try them all out. I got too many things to try and work on. And I try and prioritize. Like, what am I most passionate about saying in this 3 to 5 minutes to 7 minutes? And that's the good thing about emceeing, as you probably found, is that you can just throw everything at the wall. Yeah. But you also don't want to use the crowd, especially when you're emceeing, because you're meant to be building the environment, the atmosphere. And if you come up and like, I'm going to try some jokes for you idiots, then they kind of probably feel like. The comics also probably feel like you're meant to be just driving it warming them up for us.
Yeah, I know.
So
I feel like it was last night, especially. I struggled because it's like I can warm them up to an extent, but they've heard the jokes, so you're not going to get anything anyway. You know.
Right,
but that's just part of the game. Isn't it? I think you need to get more comfortable and better.
Yeah. That's it. Yeah. Anyway. If you can be as confident as you are speaking to 6 people as you are to 150, you'll be fine.
Yeah, man.
All right, brother. Perfect. Thanks for joining me, man. Appreciate it.
All good, man.
Thank you. Thank you, Darren Dobbin. Make sure you follow him on all his social medias, everything that he has, and watch where he's going to be at. That ended how it started. Just terrible.
Just starting.
See you next week. Peace.
Ciao.